describe to us exactly what sort of tests your office would undertake on any case when there is an unwitnessed death.
Was she talking to you? I'm sorry, I'll get out of your way.
So essentially it will be a full panel of tests. There will be tissue samples done, and there will also be toxicology samples done based on blood draws. And that's the most I'm going to say about it at this time.
What is the spectrum of toxicology tests that you would normally undertake in a case?
A full spectrum, and that's the most I'm going to say about it.
Sheriff, when you talk about the last time he was seen on Wednesday night around 8 p.m., was he out, or was that just him being at home by members of the staff? Was he out and about in the community?
Somebody dropped him off at home, about 8 o'clock that night.
So it was the staff members that saw him last, or it was an acquaintance that you all spoke with that last saw him?
Yes, that is correct. There was an acquaintance that he was with that dropped him off. Yeah.
Sheriff, was it usual that he would be the only occupant of this huge complex? I mean, you said that staffers tried to get in contact with him and were unable to do that. Were there no security personnel?
Prince is a very private person, and I don't think that would be unusual for him to be there by himself.
Sheriff, you mentioned staff was trying to reach him. The person who actually made the 911 call, do you know their relationship? Are you able to share that?
911 callers' information is private, and I can't share that. Again, 911 callers are private.
Sure. Do you know if
Something on expected dress at this time, if he was in day clothes or in sleeping clothes, overnight clothes?
He wasn't close. I can't say I know for sure at this point what he sleeps in versus what he may go out in. So I don't know for sure if those are sleep clothes or what type of clothes. He had on a shirt, he had on pants of some sort. He was dressed.
Sure. Question here. Was there an elevator phone? And if so, when was the last time this elevator was inspected? Do you have any of that information?
I don't believe there was an elevator phone. I don't think so.
Are there
Yes.
any things outside of Walgreens and places of interest to you, or like you would be processing? For instance, the plane you travel with?
If there are things that should lead us that direction, sure, we would certainly do that.
Not at this stage.
Pardon?
You know, where are they at this stage?
Again, it's 29 hours old. Our detectives are working on it, and I'm not sure where they're at right now currently.
On that note, have you requested any additional search warrants, and if so, where and when and who?
Yeah, we haven't done any additional at this point.
First apparently had other homes. Do you know how long he was living at Paisley Park or how long he considered that a home address?
Prince moved around a little bit and would travel quite often. I can't say for sure how long he had been there, but he did stay there frequently, and considered that, I think, his main residence.
Sheriff, you said there were signs that he did collapse in the elevator. Was there any signs that he may have hit his head, or was it just a simple collapse?
There was no obvious signs of trauma to the body that we observed. Now, I don't know at this point what the medical examiner may have found during the autopsy, if anything would have showed, but there was nothing at all that indicated an obvious sign of trauma.
Can you give it?
Okay. Go ahead now.
Was the cell phone there, and was there any kind of indication that he had reached for his cell phone or made any attempt to call it out?
I don't recall seeing a cell phone in the close proximity. I don't recall a cell phone in the close proximity to where he was at.
If some of his staff had cell phones, would you be checking their records or looking to see if they took any pictures?
That would be part of our investigation, and I don't want to share that this time.
Sheriff, were you there yourself? Did you see the body yourself?
I was there for a period of time yesterday.
I mean, but when it was first discovered, were you there with the first group that was there? Or
No, I had other things that were going
How
on.
would you describe the mood? I mean, could you detect a mood inside Paisley Park at that moment when, obviously at that moment, the Prince was dead? What was the mood inside of the Paisley Park?
It was certainly somber. He was a friend, I think, to the people who was there, as well as being an employer, and they were certainly shook by what had happened. Sure.
Sheriff, does your
Any
department...
staff members under investigation and any potential criminal charges?
This all continues to be under investigation, and we'll do a complete and thorough investigation, and it's better with this for us to do it well than for us to do it fast. So we're gonna do the best job that we can.
Sure, but I wonder, does your department commonly carry the antidote for opiate or heroin overdose as a standard procedure, and was that dispatched on this call?
All of our officers carry Narcan. We've been carrying that for approximately 2 years, and that was not used at all yesterday. Oh, and I heard somebody over in this direction?
Sure.
Okay.
The person who did make the 911 call, staff member apparently from the transcript did not know the address, didn't know the address where they were.
I don't know if that would be unusual with that, for not knowing the address. I mean, I'm sure they knew where it was. I'm sure there's probably a number of people out here that don't necessarily know the address to their news buildings and so on, so I don't think that would be unusual.
Sheriff, will private citizens allowed in Minnesota to have Narcan or that type of emergency stuff?
There's some discussion that's currently going on with that from a legislative standpoint. I don't believe at this point that private citizens can have Narcan. Law enforcement, fire can now carry it. That was something that went through the legislature last year, year before.
Sure. And this is a question we're going to follow up with. Were you a Prince fan yourself? Did you like the music?
Yeah, it's certainly, I'm the same age as Prince is, and know his music well, and sure, I like Prince's music. Yeah. Sir?
Was there any music playing when the police arrived? Basically, what was the last song Chris heard?
I did not hear any music on in the residence at all, or in the building at all.
How many employees were there when you arrived?
3. There were 3 people that were there.
Are you asking anything from the public?
I would ask for, again, Prince was a very private person, and I would ask the public and everybody to respect that privacy and treat that with dignity, as well as all of you with that. So, one more question, I'm going to be done.
You mentioned filing a search warrant for the next week. I mean, what's the public request for that?
We have 10 days legally in which to file a search warrant with the courts. So, and I don't know at this time when that might be done, but we have 10 days to do that. I want to thank everybody for coming. This is certainly a big event internationally and nationally, and I can tell you that we are going to leave no stone unturned with this and make sure that that the public knows what happened. So,
I need to comment on this.
yeah, absolutely.
How many of you were a fan? A lot? A lot. I think that, we would like to extend our thanks to everyone for showing such respect for this situation. For our generation, he was the songbook and the narrative for some of the greatest moments in our individual lives, much like Elvis Presley and Ira Gershwin before him. And this is something that we remember and we take very, very seriously, and we appreciate the respect and the dignity and the outpouring of support that everyone has shown, not only to his family, but to the law enforcement officers working on this, to the state of Minnesota that so proudly claimed him and adored him. And this is something that is very gravitas for everyone involved. So we appreciate the respect that has been shown by everyone in this situation.
Thank you very much, everybody.
You were listening to local Carver County, Minnesota officials addressing what they could so soon after his death about the mysterious death of entertainment icon Prince